Yonder come days, days are breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, days are breaking. Dawn is shining in my soul. Yonder come day, days are breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, days are breaking. Sun is rising in my soul.
Please rise.
Yonder come day, days are breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, days are breaking. Sun is rising in my soul. Wash me away so that all that's left is love. Great Spirit, wash me away so that all that's left is love. There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. Wash me away so that all that's left is love. Great Spirit, wash me away so that all that's left is love. Wash me away
You may be seated. Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Huntsville. My name is Reverend Jaimie Simon. My pronouns are she and her, and I serve you as the minister of this congregation. Beloveds, anytime we gather together in good faith, we are on holy ground. Each time we choose to say no to all the other pulls on our time and attention, and we choose to say yes to being in community, it is a sacred moment. And here in this community, we believe that diversity, equity, creativity, and inclusion make the world a more beautiful place to live. We value diversity in our sources of wisdom. We know that truth and inspiration are found in holy books and in beloved stories, in sacred rituals and human conversations, in man-made cathedrals and the wild places that have built their own cathedrals. And so in honor of this diversity that we cherish from time to time, I think it's wise for us to expand the way we worship together and to try something new. So that's what we're up to today. Most weeks our service is familiar. The words come in their expected times. The songs now wrote flow from us with ease. This tradition, this repetition is important. It offers us comfort and solace and connection. And today we are trying something different, and you'll notice changes in our usual patterns, departures from the ways we often share this space, traditions omitted or changed. Perhaps these changes will open a space in your heart. Perhaps you will find emotional resonance and inspiration in this shared time of connection. And perhaps these changes will stop you in your tracks, throw you a little off balance, or challenge you in some way. Perhaps these differences will leave you wondering. However you experience this time, may we all be open to what happens when we try something new in community. May the journey itself be the destination this morning, and may we embark on this time with courage and love. And now we have some thank yous to offer. Light our chalice this morning with some help from Lorelei, I believe.
Good morning. First, I would like to thank Rev Jaimie for making the first mistake. It wasn't me. This is a fun service to participate in so far. Hope you enjoy the ride. Good morning. My name is Cam Scales. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm your pulpit host for today. On behalf of this congregation, we welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Huntsville. And now, here is Lorelei, who is going to help us by ringing the singing bowl to help us enter into this service more deeply. Great job. Having gathered in a shared quest for truth, meaning, and purpose, let us light our chalice now with these words by Lee Kinvey. The chalice is for the living, the changing, the becoming. This chalice is for losing the script of your life, the chapters about who you are in other people's stories. This chalice is for the lost GPS that was supposed to show you how to get where they expected you to go. This chalice is for skipping the directions, for coloring outside the lines, painting not by number, but by silence, by wild abandon, with a brush you made yourself, from light deep inside, startling, vivid, a new voice that already knows you. Finally, a true story.
Good morning. I would like to thank all of our lovely children and youth religious education volunteers for all their dedication and hard work. They're the soul of our program, and they make it happen week after week. When I call your name, please come up and take a gift bag. Holly Baker, Jessica Jackson, Heather Kimba, Jessica Henderson, Rusty Johnson, Will Garrison, Nancy Finley, Haley Broyles, Betsy Applegate, and Susie DeLacy. Come on up and take a bag. I would also like to thank anyone else that has helped us throughout this year that is not listed. Thank you. They're really cute. Now I'd like to invite our children up for our story for sharing. Okay, today we're reading a book called I Am Stuck. Nope, not today. Hang on, you'll see. Can we lay on our backs like a turtle that is stuck on your back? Can you do that? No? Okay, if you don't want to, that's fine. Oh, I see lots of turtles stuck on their back. I Am Stuck by Julia Mills. I am stuck. You pretend to be stuck on your back. I can't seem to get unstuck. Stuck. Try wiggling your feet. Wiggle your feet. Is that going to work? It always works for me. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stuck. Try wagging your tail. Wag your tail. My tail always gets me out of trouble. Wiggle your tail. Wiggle, wiggle. Stuck. Try rolling in a ball. Roll, roll, roll. Uh-oh. I rolled all the way over and back onto your back. I guess turtles don't roll as well as armadillos. Hello? Is anyone there? Hey, are you playing possum? No, I'm stuck. Does it hurt? It doesn't hurt, but I feel scared, frustrated, and alone. You don't have to be alone. Is this boring? No. Sniff, sniff. I smell honeysuckle in the air. It smells sweet. I think I hear a bird singing. Let's sing back. Tweet, tweet, doo. Can you tweet, tweet like a bird? You're singing. Your singing is very lovely. The fluffy clouds are lovely too. Can you see the clouds in the sky? I bet they taste like marshmallows. Yikes. You should leave before it... It's raining on them now. Now I'm cold and wet, but I don't feel stuck anymore. I feel like my butt fell asleep. Your butt, hee hee, tee hee hee, ha 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 ha, snort, tee hee hee hee. Oh, you know how to snort. Can you do it? Oh, those are some good snorts. He laughed so hard that he flipped right over. You did it. We did it. High five. Getting stuck isn't so bad when you are here. Wasn't that so nice? The possum helped the turtle not feel so stuck anymore. Oh, a frog. Was there a frog in our story too? No. How did the possum help the turtle look at things differently? How did he help the turtle look at things differently? Yeah. Yeah, he made a very funny joke, so that helped him. Lorelai, yes? And the possum stayed with him to make him feel better. Yeah, so the other animals just gave suggestions and then left. I like that the possum stayed. So the possum said, I'm going to help you and I'm going to stay with you until you're better again. Until you're ready to flip over. Until you're flipped over. Okay. Thank you for sharing all your ideas with me. Let us now sing our children out.
I invite you now to join me in singing our next hymn. It's called The Sun at High Noon, and you will need your books this time. It's number 14. Let's rise in body or rise in spirit. Each one is great, and let's sing together number 14.
The sun at high noon, the stars in dark space, the light of the moon on each upturned face, the high clouds, the rain clouds, the lark song on high, we gaze up in wonder above to the sky. The green grassy blade, the grasshopper sound, the creatures of shade that live in the ground, the dark soil, the moist soil where plants spring to birth, we look down at wonder below in the earth. The glad joys that heal the tears in our eyes, the longings we feel, the light of surprise, our night dreams, our daydreams, our thoughts ranging wide, we live in a world of wonder.
For families and parents in our community, this probably won't come as news, but for those of us less connected to the rhythms of the public school year, the last days of school are upon us. Our friends in Madison City finished up on Friday, and Huntsville City and Madison County are finishing up this week. And all around our community, children and teens are getting ready for something entirely different. The tests are finished, the backpacks will land in a corner to gather dust, the lunch boxes will hopefully get cleaned out, and the big, deep breath of rest and change that is summer break will begin. These young ones may head to the library or the pool or friends' houses. Perhaps summer camps or summer jobs will fill their days, or perhaps they'll find themselves stuck at home, watching younger siblings and missing the security of consistent school lunches. Whether the transition is joyful or stressful or all of it, a change is coming. For those in the midst of that change, may the transition be gentle, and may your summer be fun and safe. And may you feel curious about what happens when you try something new. And for those of us whose clocks aren't set to the rhythms of the school year anymore, may we look back and remember that old, familiar precipice feeling. Take a moment yourself to imagine back one of your last days of school. Do you remember that feeling, that natural excitement growing in us as we have the chance to live life a little bit differently for a time? Hold on to that feeling as we continue. Hold on to that memory, that spark of imagining that renews us all. Friends, I believe it is a gift to our lives when we allow our imagination to explore the possibilities of how we could do or be or live differently. And it is a gift to encounter the imaginations of others who can help us reinterpret the challenges and roadblocks of our lives into sacred possibilities. I want to share with you a poem from Rosemary Watola Trommer, who's a poet and educator and storyteller. It goes like this. There are so many boundaries in me, so many limitations, prisons, places where a line has been drawn, perhaps by another, perhaps by me. The line says stop. The line says don't be curious. They say make yourself small, now smaller. But imagination is the big pink eraser that rubs out the lines, smears and disappears them. Sometimes it's more like a tear, a small rip in the known that bids me look through the lines, as if peeking through the curtain. And sometimes the imagination takes a line and bends it, twists it like a clown with a balloon until what I thought was a boundary becomes a bird, becomes a crown, becomes a flower. Or it turns the line perpendicular so that what I thought was a deadline becomes a path. I want to listen for the voices beyond the boundaries. I want to open to what I can't yet see. I want to hear the welcome of the horizon, and like a bell calling me home, let it lead me. Friends, what resonates in you from these words? I wonder, have you come across boundaries like the ones that Rosemary Trommer speaks of in your own mind, in your own life? These are not the good and healthy kind of boundaries, the lines of humility and care, the steps taken so that, in the words of Prentice Hemphill, I can love you and myself at the same time. Instead, these kinds of boundaries, these lines that Traumer describes, are a container, a box. They come to us by way of our culture and the way we are socialized as we grow up. These boundaries are in place not to keep us safe, but to keep us from our own transformation. You've heard them before, right? Dress this way. Love these kinds of people. Speak your mind, but not if it comes off rude. Choose these jobs and these friendships. Travel here, not there. Save your money. Spend your money. And on and on and on. Over and over, we find these boundaries set in concrete in our minds, and they shape us. And then what happens to us when we lose sight of our ability to imagine a different way forward? What happens then is we get stuck. The pressure of culture and context traps us in, and so we ask, how do we get free? Well, I think we get free through imagination and being in community. This, I think, is the takeaway from I'm Stuck, the book our children heard this morning. The point of the story is not about the body joke that got Turtle laughing so hard he was finally able to flip himself over back onto his feet. And the takeaway is not about Turtle lying on his back, wiggling his feet in frustration, thoroughly stuck. No, this story is about how Possum lays down next to Turtle and helps him to reimagine his predicament. Turtle didn't have to feel alone. He didn't have to feel trapped in frustration. Instead, he was hanging out with his buddy Possum, smelling the air and imagining that the clouds tasted like marshmallows. Same predicament, different response. And through the experience of all that companionship and all that imagining, Turtle is able to right himself again. How many of us have found ourselves stuck in some way like Turtle with our feet in the air? We feel frustrated, alone, and then someone reaches out. A friend or stranger offers to join us in our stuck place, and suddenly what had felt impossible becomes possible. When changes come our way, companioning others and making use of our wild and wondrous imaginations is one way we right ourselves again. When we are stuck, it's important that we have access to both the imagination and the community. Imagination alone in a vacuum can become overwhelming, right? It can make us come undone with fear or worry. It can twist our sense of reality, creating those roadblocks, those boundaries, those lines that never really were there. And companionship without the influx of fresh new ideas can do the same thing, locking us in a box of our own stuckness. How often in your life have you found two people in relationship creating their own box to be stuck inside of? Together, though, the camaraderie and comfort of companionship with the effervescent joy of imagination, together they hold the key for us in writing ourselves again. And this key, this combination of imagining and connecting, will help us as we grow as individuals and as we try and heal the world around us. As we learn and grow, as we work and wander, as we open ourselves to be washed away, so that all that is left is love, imagination and companionship can be our guides. May we find ourselves then in love with imagining. May we imagine new worlds and new ways of being. May we shed the boxes and boundaries that keep us small. May we be blessed with loving companions for the journey who will lay down on their backs with us and help us imagine a new way forward. May it be so. Friends, I invite us now to pause together, to think and wonder, to imagine and reimagine who we are and who we are becoming. As we progress through our service, we're going to have 2 moments of reflection. This first time, you'll have questions up here for you to see. I'd invite you to think in your own mind, perhaps scribble some notes on the backs of your order of service. Wonder, doodle, explore internally. What are the boundaries, yours or others, that define who and how you are in the world? And do you want them to change? When have you felt truly stuck? What helped you get unstuck? Who do you become in your wildest imagination? Who did you dream of becoming as a child? Our tech folks are going to put those questions up for us, and we'll spend a few moments in quiet contemplation together.
mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going?
Friends, we have learned 4 parts to this song, and the beautiful thing about this one is they can go in whatever order sparks joy in your heart this morning. We're gonna sing some of the parts and cycle through them. You jump in however you like, and let's sing together.
Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. Where do we come from? Where are we going? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Line 1. Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going?
Where do we come from? Where are we going? Who will join us there? Friends, we are transformed through relationships that deepen when we share about who we are and how we move through this world. These next set of questions extend the first. Take a moment where you are, in small groups, if you're willing to speak with those near you, and reflect on these questions, or share some thoughts that came to mind in those first set of questions. I invite you to share deeply and thoughtfully with 3 or 4 other people in this room. If you're up for it, consider grouping up with someone you don't know well yet. If you're really against talking to strangers on a Sunday morning, I respect you. We love introverts here in this church, so preoccupy yourself with a hymnal real quick and people will look over you. And remember, as we share together, that the lessons we might share with one another are lessons to be taken from this space, but specifics of stories, details of people's lives should be considered private and shared only in confidence. Let's take a few minutes to share together now. I invite you to continue these conversations after our service. For now, Cam will come up and share our offering words.
We are the Unitarian Universalist Church of Huntsville, a proudly inclusive spiritual community. Together we build a broader search for meaning, a bolder form of compassion, and a braver voice for justice. If you would like to support us with a monetary contribution, we would be very grateful for your generosity. Gifts may be placed in the offering baskets, or you may donate online using the QR code in your order of service. Completed Circle of Candles cards, like these, found in your pews in front of you, should also be placed in the offering baskets at this time. You are also invited to come forward if you'd like during this time and quietly drop a stone into the bowl of water here next to the ramp, in honor or in memory of what you hold in your heart. It is through your generosity that we serve our mission here at UUCH. With gratitude, we now receive the offering.
Friends, will you join with me for our time of prayer? Spirit of love, great force of imagination, creating and co-creating the world with us. Be with us as we lift our thoughts and prayers, love and care up and out into our hurting world. Together we share deep joys, Aaron Kay says, "I am not alone, I am not abandoned, and I am at peace." Amen. And beyond that spoken joy, I'd invite us to speak aloud or in our hearts the names of people or places who have our prayers of joy this morning. And together, we share our sorrows and concerns. Katie Ganaway shares that her mom just had a bone marrow biopsy and is nervously waiting to see if the results prove cancerous or not. We hold you in this waiting. Pam Korb shares that Brad's stepmom had a major stroke last Sunday and is not expected to recover. Please hold Brad's father, and his step-siblings in your hearts as they deal with this difficult decisions and all the grief here. Blessings to all. LaDawn Edwards shares that one of her son-in-law's grandparents was hospitalized this week with breathing problems. During his service in Vietnam, he was impacted by Agent Orange, and so his health has been a struggle throughout his life. We hold LaDawn and her stepchildren and this grandparent in our hearts. And Teresa shares that her oldest sister, Romy, is in hospital with kidney problems which need to be healed and resolved. We hold these sorrows, these places of concern held in community. And beyond these prayers shared, speak aloud or in your hearts prayers of healing for our world, the places and people who need it most. Prayers for healing, all who are sick, for the people of Gaza. Shared into this space, shared silently in our hearts, we lift once more our prayers of love. May they be a part of the healing we seek. Will you sing with me meditation on breathing? Together in community, we do it all. We imagine and reimagine ourselves. We companion each other and are companioned. We ask ourselves questions and listen soulfully to truths shared by others. We work and wonder and worship, all the while hoping to grow the skills and relationships necessary for personal transformation and collective liberation. Journalist and chaplain Reverend Patricia Jimenez writes, "True liberation requires the denunciation of oppression and then a further step, annunciation, telling what the future will be, regardless of whether the prediction comes true within our history or not. Telling what the future will be is an opportunity for us to dream, to tap into the creative magic that happens when each person is encouraged and expected to be a creative agent. when the response itself creates a new community of love and justice, we become co-creators with the divine. This is our calling as people of faith. We are co-creators with whatever divine we hold and believe in. We use our creative, curious minds to dream into being another world that is possible. How will you go about this dreaming? What will that world feel like? Whose needs will be at the center? What will we need to build and grow in order to get there? Certainly, we will build power by connecting with each other in relationship, by showing up, lending a hand or a new perspective, and sharing deeply. And certainly, we have our work cut out for us as we move into the days and weeks and summer breaks to come. We will need access to every drop of imagination in this room, and we will need to share every ounce of companionship we have. At first, we will have more questions than answers. We will wonder, where are we going? We will wonder at the mystery of life and the improbability of hope. But then, if the wisdom holds true, we will start to dance and start to dream. Together, we will dream our way into a future where all of us can thrive together. And we will dance our way through challenges and frustrations, out of the boxes that have kept us stuck, into the places where love can grow. And together, we will know that we were part of making it so. In honor of that dancing and that dreaming, will you join me in rising in body or spirit to sing number 311, Let It Be a Dance?
Through the good times and the bad times too.
Let us now take a moment to extinguish our chalice with these words adapted from a reading by J. Wallen. Are we a people of holding on or letting go? Holding on to rigid ideas or letting go and opening our minds and our hearts to something new? Holding on to certainty of how things should be or letting go and living with the uncertainty of new ways of being in the world? Holding on to what makes us comfortable or letting go so that we may grow, which can be uncomfortable? Holding on to what makes us safe or letting go to make room to help others feel safe? As we extinguish this flame, this symbol of our religion, let us remember in our hearts that it is a symbol of burning up the ties that hold us back from being our true selves and reaching our true potential. Let us remember that it is a symbol of lighting a new way for us into a better tomorrow. And let us remember that it is a symbol of letting go, because holding on too long and too tightly is never good for the soul.
Amen to that, Cam. Friends, thank you once again for joining us in this time of worship. Thank you for going with the flow of change. After our closing song, I will move to the back of the sanctuary to greet you, and everyone is invited to head over to Fellowship Hall for coffee and conversation, and to, perhaps get yourself a nice UUCH t-shirt. For now, let's leave this time of worship with these words from Reverend Michelle Collins. Though the flame is extinguished, the embers of imagination remain. Carry them forward, dream boldly, act with love, and kindle new fires of liberation in the world. Amen, and blessed be.
Wash me away so that all that's left is love. Great Spirit, wash me away so that all that's left is love. There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. Wash me away so that all that's left is love.
Blessed be, amen, and go in peace.